Hey guys, what's going on? It's Waldo. Today we are here for episode number 2 of my Cleveland Indians Fantasy Draft Franchise Series here on MLB The Show 16. It's opening day, and as you can tell, we are going to be opening up against the Boston Red Sox here at home at Progressive Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Pretty excited for this, man. I was really excited to get back into playing this show. I'm having a lot of fun with it this year. I mean, not that I don't have fun with the game every year, but this game, it's like I can't put the controller, I have to force myself to put the controller down when I'm playing this game. Otherwise, I know I'm not going to be able to get off the game. It's just, this game is a lot of fun. If you haven't picked it up yet, and even if you're not a baseball fan, I would recommend this game. It's a great way to learn the game. It's a great resource. I've heard a lot of people say that they got into Major League Baseball just by playing this game. So if you haven't picked this up yet, I definitely recommend it. I guarantee you're going to have a lot of fun with it. But anyway, opening day here, very important. Obviously, you want to start the season off on the right foot. And as you see, Victor Martinez back in a Cleveland Indians uniform, or back in the mid to late 2000s, obviously. It's pretty cool to see. And here we're just standing up. We have a little bit of uniform clip in there. I didn't notice that in the game, but that's all good, man. Game still looks beautiful, as you can tell. Beautiful day for opening day. Very few clouds in the sky. Not very windy. Those flags were not moving all that much. So you couldn't really ask for a better day, honestly, especially for an afternoon game, especially at this time of year in Cleveland. It can be very cold, it can be really windy, it can be rainy, heck, it can even be, a little snowy at this time of year, but not this time, not this year in 2016. The home nine take the field here for the first time in 2016 after having traveled up north. Looking at the starter comparison, Doug Fister of the Boston Red Sox will get the nod at opening day, going up against our ace, Steven Strasburg. And now looking at John Farrell pacing the Boston Red Sox dugout. Let's take a look at his lineup. Jason Kipnis, Hunter Pence, Mike Trout, Manuel Peralta, Brandon Belt, Russell Martin, Addison Russell, Nori Aoki, and Nick Castellanos. So a very, very strong, very potent lineup, especially that 1-2-3 at the top of the lineup. That's it's definitely a little intimidating, but they will be going up against, hopefully, our ace, Steven Strasburg, the 27-year-old, 6'4", 230 pounds. This is his walk year, so he'll try to be showcasing his talents to the other 29 teams, as well as us, in order to get that big, hefty contract come free agency. One more warm-up pitch for Strasburg before we get this one underway. Let's get a look at the defense for the Cleveland Indians. Marte, Yelich, and Piscotty man the outfield. Franco and Correa on the left side of the infield. Travis and Myers on the right side. And Blake Swihart, not Wilson Ramos, but Blake Swihart will be your starting catcher. Once again, a beautiful day here from Cleveland, Ohio for opening day. Let's get this first game of the season underway. Game 1 of 162. Full count to the leadoff hitter, Jason Kipnis. He's going to go down looking. He's not really happy with that call, but there's not much he can do. And Steven Strasburg starts the season off with a strikeout. And the 2016 season is now officially underway. 1-2 count to Hunter Pence. And here's the pitch. He strikes out swinging on that curveball. Just swung up over top of it, and now 2 quick outs for Strasburg via the K. And now here's the very dangerous hitter Mike Trout on a full count, swinging a miss on that curveball yet again. And Strasburg starts off the 2016 season by striking out the side. Now let's get a look at the Cleveland Indians lineup provided to us by manager Terry Francona. Starling Marte, Carlos Correa, Victor Martinez, Maikel Franco, Christian Yelich, Steven Piscotty, Blake Swihart, Will Myers, and Devin Travis rounding out the order. They're going to be going up against Doug Fister, the 6'8", 210-pound right-hander, 32 years old. Obviously, Fister and Strasburg used to be teammates down in Washington. Now they are on separate teams, both in this game and in real life. One more warm-up pitch for Fister. Let's get a look at the Boston Red Sox defensive layout. You're going to see Nori Aoki, Trout, and Pence out in the outfield. Castellanos at third, Russell at short, Kipnis at second, Belt at first, and Russell Martin as your catcher. Going to jump ahead here, 2-2 count to Victor Martinez. He launches one out to left field. Does it have enough? It does not. It's going to hit off the top of the wall. Martinez will slide into second, and Starling Marte obviously comes across home plate pretty easily, and the Indians have an early 1-0 lead over the Boston Red Sox. Get another look at this. Martinez just got a really good swing on the ball, was seeing it really well, hits off the top of the wall near where that out right there under San Diego was. It was pretty close to a home run, but regardless, Cleveland with a 1-0 lead. Strasburg with another strikeout on that curveball. Russell Martin, he has a couple words for the umpire. He didn't agree with that. But regardless, Strasburg with his 4th strikeout of the game, and now a 1-2 count to Nori Aoki. Will it be a strikeout? No. It's going to be lined into the left center field gap. Yelich will get to it. He's going to try to get it in quickly, but Aoki, he is pretty fast in his own right. And that is the first hit of the day for the Boston Red Sox. Strasburg was holding them hitless before that, but here is the 1-2 count. Aoki on third and swing, and he tried to check it, but nothing doing, and Strasburg gets his second out of the inning. Moving on to the top of the 4th. Here is Mike Trout up again on 1-2 count, and Trout swings and misses again, this time at the 2-seam fastball. So already 2 strikeouts here for Trout through the first 4 innings of the season. Now another swing and a miss. Strasburg clearly has that strikeout pitch working. You see that pitch count not an issue here through the first 4 innings. Now we're up. Here's Maikel Franco on the full count, and he knew it immediately. That one is blasted into left field and gone. Home run for third baseman Maikel Franco. Excellent start to the season for him. Nothing better than hitting a home run like that on opening day. And the Indians now extend their lead 2-0 over the Red Sox. That fan's got the right idea. Nice sign there. You got to imagine they're pretty pumped up. That 412-foot home run by Maikel Franco gets everyone up on their feet. Let's get a replay of this. And Franco knew it immediately. As soon as he hit it, that ball was gone. And then, of course, on the opposite end, Fister, after seeing that hit, he knew he just made a mistake. He knew he should not have left that pitch there. And he knew that he was now down 2-0. But, of course, you have to try to bounce back in this game, and he did. He got the next few outs. So now here's Strasburg on a 2-2 count to Russell Martin, and strike 3. This time, he can't complain. He's swinging a miss at a high and away fastball. And a 1 away, a 1-2 count to the batter. Here is the pitch. Swing and a miss by Addison Russell, low and away. Once again with that fastball. And Strasburg with 2 more Ks to add to his total for the day. And another 1-2 count here to Castellanos. He swings and misses. Strike 3 called once again on the fastball. Strasburg looking untouchable today here on opening day. And that guy's got the right sign for it. Definitely a lot of Ks by the Cleveland Indians ace on opening day. And through 4.5, Cleveland has that 2-0 lead, albeit with only 4 hits. Now here is a broken bat hit by Starling Marte, and he's actually going to be safe at first, surprisingly. And we're going to get to see a replay of this. Brandon Belt, the first baseman, he actually had a good plan. You see Marte's bat brace is going right down the first base line, and Belt had a play on it, but maybe he just got intimidated by Marte's speed. And Marte, props to him for hustling the whole way through, and now bases juiced for Franco. They intentionally walked Victor Martinez, and Franco made them, I don't know. Sorry, guys. I'm still getting back into this. It's still kind of spring training for me. But as you see here, Tony Cingrani now in the game after that RBI single by Franco. Unfortunately, even though the bases were still loaded, we couldn't get another run because my dumbass messed up with the running controls, and I ended up getting thrown out at home plate. So, unfortunately, it's only a 3-0 lead. But once again, another strikeout by Strasburg. Still pitching here in the 7th inning. His pitch count is at 80, and now 2 outs here. For the top of the 6th, excuse me. And once again, Trout strikes out for the 3rd time in the game. That's the hat trick. 2nd time on that curveball. And Strasburg still with that shutout intact. Get a look at the game summary here in the top of the 7th. Noriega, he has both of the hits for the Red Sox. Red Sox only have 2 hits. Aoki has both of them. Franco, of course, with that home run and that RBI single. And Strasburg, 6 innings pitched, just the 2 hits, 1 walk, and 12 strikeouts. Here is the 3-2 pitch to Brandon Belt, and that one is launched out to straight away right field, and that one is gone. Home run for the first baseman, Brandon Belt, and the shutout is no longer there. Strasburg has lost the shutout, and the Indians now only lead by 2 as the Red Sox try to make a dent in this lead. That is their first run of the game. John Farrell is pretty excited for it. You know he is. He did not want to see his team get shut out on opening day, and you can thank Belt for that 366-foot blast. And you see there, just a nice swing by Belt, nice short compact swing. And he didn't, it wasn't like Franco's home run. Belt didn't know if it was gone immediately, but he figured he'd better hustle. But obviously it ended up going out of the park anyway, but Strasburg would bounce back. Here's Russell Martin, strikes out on the curveball. 13th strikeout of the day for Mr. Strasburg. And you see Strasburg, he's pretty excited. I mean, it's hard not to be. 13 strikeouts now here on the 97th pitch of the day for Strasburg. Here in the top of the 7th inning, gets Addison Russell to foul it off, and now you see Strasburg getting tired, so this will probably end up being his last inning. And on the 98th pitch, Addison Russell grounds it to Devin Travis at second, who manages to throw it over to first to Will Myers, and the inning is over. And now we're going to see Dellin Betances here in the top of the 8th inning, the 6'8", 265-pound flamethrower who is on the Yankees in real life, only 28 years old, which is great. You see here, 3-2 count, 1 away, and here is the pitch, and Betances strikes him out with the knuckle curve. That was Castellanos. Now there's 2 away here, and now the 2-2 count, and that is going to be a strike 3 call to Kipnis, his 3rd time striking out. That's a hat trick for him as well. Now we're going to go ahead to the top of the 9th inning. We're going to see our closer, Brad Ziegler, the 36-year-old. See if he's going to be able to close the door here on opening day. He does have a 2-run cushion to work with. Already got 1 out via a Hunter Pence ground out. Now here's Mike Trout, full count, and Mike Trout strikes out for the 4th time in the game. Not the way Mike Trout wanted to start the season off. 4 strikeouts. Rough way to go. Now here's the 1-2 count to Brandon Belton. He strikes out on the sinker, and the Cleveland Indians on the back of that man right there, Steven Strasburg, managed to pick up the W on opening day, winning by a final score of 3-1. Outfielders out there doing a short little celebration, and see Strasburg, he's got that cocky walk going. He knows that he just had himself a heck of a day, especially in front of the home crowd. It's nothing better than winning opening day in front of your home crowd. You don't really want to lose. The home crowd gets a little disappointed. And now we're going to get to see, and there is Brad Ziegler. We're going to get to see the final game summary here in just a few seconds. There is the old fist bump line, as is customary after every win for most teams. Now here's the final game summary. Doug Fister, your losing pitcher, he only was able to go 4 1/3 innings, a lot of 6 hits, 3 earned runs, 3 walks, and 2 Ks. Their top hitter was Brandon Belt. Our top hitter, Michael Franco, 2 for 4 with that RBI single, and of course that no doubt home run. And not surprisingly, your player of the game for opening day is going to be the right-handed ace for the Indians, number 37, starting pitcher Steven Strasburg. 7 innings pitched, 3 hits allowed, 1 run. It was earned, only 1 walk, and 13 strikeouts. Every team was, they had to have been impressed by Strasburg's showcasing today. I mean, this guy is definitely going to command a hefty contract when we reach the offseason if he continues to pitch like this. But hopefully he does continue to pitch like this. It's not that I don't want him to pitch like this. He will, if he continues putting up performances like this where he's striking out 13 guys, there's no reason in my mind to think that we won't make the playoffs. But obviously, getting a little ahead of ourselves here. It is only game 1 out of 162. But that will be it for episode number 2, guys. Be sure to leave a like if you did enjoy and subscribe. Once again, this goes up every Friday for those of you that are not familiar with my channel. So next Friday, we'll see episode number 3. Thanks for watching again. And as always, I hope you all have a wonderful day. Box scores coming up.